Hello everyone, Jenny here from Chill Lifestyle. Okay, so I'm recording from a different place today, so it may be a bit lumpy. This is going to be this week's yes or no pick a card reading, and then you'll get a bit of advice or let you know what your weekly messages are. So we've got 4 piles in front of us. This is pile number one, and pile number one has a dolphin trinket. We then got pile number two, and pile number two has a horse trinket. We got pile number three, and pile number three has a 4 heart clover. And then pile number four has a little seashell. So choose your trinkets, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Pause the video if you're needing more time. Think of any question, even if you have 4 questions and you're needing yes or no answers to. Choose which pile goes with which question, and I'll be starting with the first pile. Thank you. Welcome to those of you who have chosen pile number one with the dolphin. Okay, so let's get into your weekly message first, and then I'll get into your yes or no. So your main theme for the week is to make a decision. Okay, so there may be something that you are needing to make a decision on, or there's something you have to juggle. So this is either juggling your budget this week, or you have to juggle perhaps your time, your home life, maybe something out of your life is out of balance. And so this is the week where you're trying to get balance. This is also a week where perhaps you may be expecting to deal with some kind of partnership. This could be partnership in love. It could be a partnership, friendship partnership. But this is just coming together with some form of your soul tribe. What you're not seeing this week is strength, and Spirit is saying you may be dealing with a Leo, but Spirit is saying you actually have got the strength to get through the situation. Spirit is saying it's time for you to go after your passions. It's time for you to really invest in something. There's a new investment in something that's quite passionate, but you need to go after what you're wanting and after what you're passionate. And this is the time where you are manifesting, okay? So watch your thoughts this week. If your money, for example, is out of balance this week, it's time for you to try and balance up a budget. Make sure that you have, or whatever it is that you're needing, so that you don't become negative this week about your finances. Think of things in a more positive light. Picture things in your life as a more positive life so you can manifest more money or manifest something. So you have got the strength to get through this week. There is some kind of partnership, friendship, something that you're dealing with this week. Maybe they can help as well. You may be asking about something, either a new love or a new beginning, and something that will make you very happy. You may be asking if you're pregnant. Again, you've got the two of coins. This is also the two of coins, so it's definitely a week where you have to juggle your resources. You need to watch your time management and perhaps balance your budget. This is a week for you to have fun. This is a week for you to perhaps spend more time with your friends. We did have partnership there, so this could also be a reunion with partners or soulmates, or it's time for you to just spend time with your soul tribe. You may be ignoring the positives this week. There may also be maybe perhaps something that's come your way that you may be not feeling like you want to take an offer on. It could be some kind of emotional offer. Perhaps you may be worried that you've missed out on some kind of emotional opportunity, okay? This is really about some kind of offer coming your way and you not noticing it, or you not taking the offer. You're dealing with some kind of defeat or some kind of situation that you have to walk away from because you feel like you're bullied, or you feel like there's constant fights in a situation. And maybe perhaps this is the offer that you may not be wanting to take anymore, or you feel like you've missed out on another opportunity and you feel like you have to walk away. This is a week where there's some kind of balancing situation. So again, we've got more balance coming in. There could be more finances coming your way. Someone might give you some money this week, or in a situation, this is a week of balanced friendship, balanced relationships, balanced give and take. You're needing to stand up for yourself or defending your viewpoint this week in some way or form. There's something you need to think about and walk away from. Okay, so this is changing direction. This is leaving, splitting up. It's a week to move on. It's a week for you to be perhaps single or financial independence or emotionally independent, okay? Not getting yourself drawn or reliant on other people to help you out emotionally or financially. This may be a week for family. There could be some kind of family money coming in, or there's some kind of family business perhaps. This is about family inheritances, family businesses, just family fulfillment in some way. This is about a solid investment, someone who's coming in. It's slow and steady wins the race. It's a very slow, long-term investment. So something could come up that is pretty slow, but long-term it will be worthwhile. In fact, you've got like Jack of Diamonds, 10 of Diamonds, and King of Diamonds. So there's something that's coming up within your question that perhaps may have something to do with money or some kind of long-term. You may be asking about a long-term love. Will a love situation pan out to be long-term? You may be asking whether the new situation is going to have a long-term effect or is going to be more solid. Whatever it is, your answer is yes. Okay, there is something that will help. It's family money, family time. It's worth investing in it. This is, if it's a new love situation, it's worth investing in this love situation. It may be a slow burn, but you've got the Jack, the Queen, and the King. So it's going to build up from small investments to a larger investment to a very lucrative investment. Okay, so whatever it is that you're looking for, your answer is a yes. With the Magician, in your outcome there, this is something that you're definitely manifesting, but it's really up to you to make sure that your thoughts are positive. Balance up your budget or your time or your money in the meantime, and make sure you're balancing up your give and take. Have fun and enjoy the week so that your manifestations can come in. That's what I have for you, pile number 1. I'll chat to you soon. Hello and welcome to those of you who have chosen pile number 2 with a horse. Let's see. I'm going to get into your weekly messages first, and then we'll get into your yes or no. Okay, so this is about you or someone around you, bossing up. This is about, some kind of long-term investment, investing in yourself, being quite someone who's quite practical, someone who's very giving, very caring, very generous. Okay, so this could be you or someone you're dealing with. You may be contemplating a lot. There may be decisions you may be trying to think about. You may be waiting on something. While you're waiting, you may just be contemplating what you're wanting, thinking a lot about what you're wanting. There may be two choices, should I say, for you to work with this week. With your hand on the one, I think it kind of says that one of those is definitely better for you than the other. It's just possibly just a week of contemplating and really, really thinking about things. So you could be forming new partnerships with someone. Okay, what you don't see coming is some kind of cycle is ending for you, which means there's a new cycle beginning for you. Your advice this week is to spend time with your family and just be happy within your family, okay? The more time you spend with your family, the better you're going to feel about things this week. It's a week of family fulfillment, so just having a lot of fun and not really focusing on anything negative. You could land up there's some kind of celebration perhaps at the end of the week, something to do with a home, something to do with a wedding, a birth announcement, a moving of a home, or something to do with home at the end of the week, and then you got an extra card. I'm not too sure. I might have somehow got an extra card. There's some kind of emotional, romantic offer coming in. Okay, so if you're not looking for love, then don't worry about this. Some of you, it could be a twin flame, so that they could be coming together to say that there could be a twin flame love offer coming in for some of you. If you're not looking for love, then it just could just be some kind of emotional offer, something that will make you pretty happy, contentment within the family. Okay, so that's your weekly message. Okay, so when it comes to your yes or no, let's get into it. Right, so there's some kind of passionate love affair, again, something that could be life-changing, it could be a new business idea. There's a need for you to withdraw in order to see the truth. There's some kind of communication problems. This is about teamwork. So the more you work together with other people, the more you will get what it is that you're needing to do. Honing in your skills, working with others, focusing on maybe perhaps what you're good at in life. Again, for four of one rods again. So it's a celebration, stability, perhaps again, a wedding, house, something to do with the home, a twin flame for some of you. It's a gateway, and a gateway is opening up for you. There may be some kind of loss or some kind of sadness or depression or grief that you've had to deal with, or were dealing with. This may be something to do with a childhood love or lover. It could be a childhood friend, someone that you're thinking about or being quite nostalgic. You may have had to look at a few options in your life and made a few decisions. Some of the decisions you've made perhaps may have been a bit of an illusion, and so you've had to make more decisions that are more realistic and more honest. And maybe you're looking at different options on what you can do and how you can maybe perhaps change, or maybe there's just a few options for you to look at, but one of those people is possibly a twin flame. Again, a feeling of feeling a little bit blocked within your situation and not seeing perhaps the way out. There's a card missing from here, so that card means there's something missing from your plan. So you need to figure out that plan first, okay? Something that's been weighing you down is coming to an end, okay? Again, we've got two, and I promise you these get done totally separate, two different decks, and you basically got repeating cards. This is a very romantic situation. Again, if you're not looking for love, it's just something that's quite young and fun and, sweet, okay, about the situation or circumstances. It's something that's very compassionate. So it's about being compassionate, being kind, being loving, balancing emotions within the circumstances. And then there's some kind of honest truth that's coming in. So you've literally got a maybe, okay? This is a maybe. What I'm going to do, though, is I am going to pull one card to say, what does pile number 2 need to do in order to make this a yes? What does pile number 2 need to do in order to make this a yes? What will pile number 2 need to do in order to make this a yes? So this seems like either someone's watching you or you're watching them, or someone's trying to watch the situation too closely. Maybe you trying to keep too much of a close eye on the situation, and it's too, I don't know how to put this. Maybe you need to release it a little bit, or maybe you're still dealing with a little bit of conflict. And like I say, maybe there's still a decision that needs to be made. Let's just get one more card to understand what will pile number 2 need in order to make this a yes. If you're wanting a yes, that is. Maybe you're quite happy. Maybe you want this to be a no. So to give them the outcome that they want. There is some kind of news coming in. So 2 pages means there's some kind of, maybe perhaps someone's watching you on social media, or there's something to do with social media that's watching, or some kind of news that's you will hear about, that will basically help, okay? And it's something that will give you a new investment. Okay, so whether this is a financial beginning, whether this is a new job offer, maybe someone's watching you and they want to offer you a job if you're asking about a job. Maybe someone's watching you on social media and wants to invest in you. Or there's some kind of investment opportunity that might help you out of your circumstances. And this investment opportunity, maybe perhaps it may be two different ones. You may hear about two different options, and that's why you have to choose. It could be two different options in love. But once someone's watching you too closely, this might have something to do with nostalgia, something to do with a past family situation, past friendship, past lover, ex-lover, perhaps. There's something to do with someone from the past, or something to do with nostalgia, your childhood, that definitely would maybe perhaps help you. Maybe it's going back to an ex-lover, maybe perhaps it's going back to an old friend. Again, there's some kind of news that you might hear about something, and it's quite small, but it will lead to something quite solid. So even if it's just hearing about a job online, even this will lead to something. You'll hear something that will help you get a new financial beginning. Okay. I'm not too sure if this helps or if this answers your question, but your question is a maybe. So maybe you need to watch social media a little bit closer, look a little bit more on social media in order to get the answers, and not feel like you're stuck in a situation. You need to contemplate a little bit more about what it is that you're wanting as well. Okay? Hope I answered your question, but that's what I have for pile number 2. And welcome to those of you who have chosen pile number 3 with a 4-heart clover. Right. Okay, so I'm going to get into your weekly messages for this week first, and then we'll get into your reading. So something creative, apology, situation is going to come out of the blue this week. Something that maybe you weren't expecting. It may be someone reaches out of the blue with some kind of apology. Someone maybe perhaps reach out of the blue with some kind of news, something that's creative, something from an artist, or something that's quite arty. Okay, something that maybe you weren't expecting. This is going to lead to some form of abundance, perhaps. It may be something that's quite loving, quite kind, quite attractive. Something that's definitely going to make you feel pretty good. Okay, so whatever it is, it's definitely going to make you feel very much like an empress. And that is something that's, someone who is quite abundant. It's a new beginning, but it's quite an emotional beginning. You could be finding out of the blue, for some of you, that you're pregnant. It's just something that leads you to quite a new emotional start, okay? And this is something that maybe you've waited a long time for, okay? You've waited a hell of a long time for this to come. You've been hoping for it, you've been praying for it, and it looks like it's finally coming in for a lot of you, okay? It's something that someone's had to think about a lot, or maybe perhaps if it's an apology, this person's had to contemplate, or it's taken them a long time to come forward with it, okay? It's really going to make you feel quite good, and like I said, you were definitely not expecting it. This is going to change. This is about to change. It's quite fated, so something fated perhaps could happen to you this week, or within the week or so. Something, again, you definitely not expected, but it's going to bring change, and I think it's good change. It's good fortune, good change, good luck, possibly even something lucky. Maybe perhaps you're going to have a lucky, abundant start, or something you've been waiting for a long time. It's also going to bring you something quite serious. Okay, so it's a serious commitment. So it could be a job offer, maybe perhaps you wanting to do something within the courts, or maybe perhaps you want to do something within the, like becoming a teacher or professor. Maybe perhaps it's something to do with the church or something, it could be a commitment of some kind, but it's quite a deep commitment. It's quite a spiritual commitment. Maybe you even just really wanting to have quite a deep spiritual beginning, okay? Whatever it is, it's got a very The Hierophant's a very serious, very traditional ending. So traditional meaning, something that's by law, or something traditional, like traditional schooling, going to college, going to university, traditional marriage, learning, could be any of that, okay? Spirituality as well, so this could do with any kind of religion or spiritual beings, okay? So that's the kind of message. So it's an interesting week for some of you, or most of you, hopefully, that get this pile. So let's get your yes or no. Right, so this week you're definitely going to have a flash or a realization, or again, with the Page of Cups, it could be perhaps getting clarity, maybe getting that apology from someone that you didn't expect to get an apology from, and finally getting some kind of clarity or closure. It's about getting the truth of the situation. This may have been about a soulmate. This may have been about a soul partnership or some kind of partnership. Could even be a friendship. This may have been, wow, this is quite interesting. So this may have been from someone you broke up with, or maybe you had a fight, or some kind of something you thought was lost can now perhaps be found, and it might even come from someone else, but it's something that's definitely coming out of the blue. This is about holding on, and maybe you've been holding on, and like I did say, this is something you've been waiting for a very long time for. Something that maybe there was a bit of a fight, or maybe perhaps there was a little bit of a misunderstanding, again, with some kind of conflict you've had with someone. And you're about to have a lot of victory within this situation. Okay, so whatever happened, there's bound to be a victory now. You may not trust the situation, or maybe perhaps someone, again, betrayed you, made you feel like you weren't worthwhile, and they're coming back to apologize. They broke your heart. They're now holding on. They're realizing that they want to have success and they want to apologize. Or maybe perhaps you're not too sure if you believe this person because of what they've done to you in the past. For some of you, I did say pregnancy, so you might find that you're pregnant this week. The rest of you, it's definite communication. For others, it could be travel. This is going to lead to some kind of wish fulfillment. Be careful not to overindulge, okay? So there's some kind of fulfillment coming in. And this is after something broke down, so a mental breakdown or something that ended. This is someone who maybe perhaps was a bit of an adventurer. They were in and out of your life. They might have been a possible player. This is someone who's very confident about themselves, or this is going to create a lot of confidence within you. So maybe if this person comes back and apologizes, you will feel a lot more confident. Yeah, definitely very confident, something that's going to lead to a lot of creativity, a lot of change. The answer to your question, however, is a no, okay? So I don't know what your question is, but the answer is a no. But some kind of wish fulfillment. So there's definitely change coming for you, pile number 3. I am going to ask why it's a no. I didn't do this for the other piles, but let's see. Why is pile number 3 a no? There is some kind of wish fulfillment and there is some kind of success. But something is deceptive. So why is pile number 3 a no? Yeah, there's some kind of news coming in. There could be gossip around this person or around the situation, okay? This person may perhaps, there may be something deceptive. So you may get an apology. You may get someone coming in to say that they're sorry. And you may be asking whether you can trust this person again. And then the answer is no. You may find out why, okay? The clarity may have been, I mean, yeah, this person feels really bad about what they did or whatever it is, but you may find out what they've done and maybe there's something very deceptive, okay? Give me more about why pile number 3 is a no. Yeah, there's you needing to go within. I think you're needing to really think about this because maybe this is the cycle that you're needing to end. before you can move forward and before you can get a wish fulfillment. Okay, so once you've ended the cycle with this person, maybe they're coming in just to give you a bit of clarification, just for you to heal from the situation, something that maybe you were holding on to. Maybe it was a hurt or some kind of pain you were holding on to. And this person's coming in to apologize for what they did wrong to you. But you're going to then find out news and maybe perhaps find out that maybe that this person wasn't that honest, or there's something not very genuine about this. And you have to go within. And when you go within, you might realize that it's, it's not really what you wanted, or not really the truth. Once you close off the cycle, get the clarity that you need and move on, you could then perhaps have another wish fulfillment coming in. It might just make you feel a little bit more confident. I suppose maybe sometimes an apology just gives you the closure that you need on a situation, helps you to feel a little bit of that boost, a little bit more confidence to move forward, and then you will possibly then meet another perhaps partner or soulmate, or have another situation that's more paired up with you. But anyway, that's what I'm getting for pile number 3. I hope to chat to you soon, and goodbye. Hi, and welcome to those of you who have chosen pile number 4. Okay, so let's get into your weekly reading. And you chose a seashell. Okay, this is your weekly reading, and then we'll get into your yes or no's. Okay, so this is so similar to pile number 3. So you're about to get some kind of clarity. This is a download. This is some kind of truth. This is something that maybe you've been wanting an answer on, and this is spirit downloading you. You might even just have this aha moment and have this realization on something this week. This may be something that you have a lot of love for, a lot of passion for. This may be something that you had to have a lot of compassion for, or maybe perhaps you need to have compassion for. It's something that's got to do with you starting to take care of you. Maybe perhaps you realize this week that you'd rather be single. This is about becoming financially independent or emotionally independent. Or it might be a week where you might start to have a little bit more compassion and love for yourself. And you realize that this is the week that you're going to start giving back to yourself. You're going to give back to yourself emotionally. You're going to pull back from people who don't, deserve. Maybe you find out truth about something and it sets you free. And you start to realize how important you are in a situation, and you start to give yourself more love and compassion. Spirit is saying it's time for you to defend yourself, okay? You need to defend yourself against people who don't give you the time of day, or don't give you the energies, or whatever it is that you're needing, okay? Whatever it is that you found out this week, I think that's the wake-up call, is you standing your ground, you deciding that you are more important in the situation, and you're going to put you first. And there's some kind of, perhaps this is a secret that's about to come out. This is something that maybe you didn't know, some kind of mystery, some kind of secret, something that's been hidden, may come to light this week, okay? And it's going to force you to either be single, or it's going to force you to be able to be independent of someone or something, okay? So you may be asking about a new investment, whether you're going to be moving into a new home, maybe you're wanting a new job, something that's financial. There's been a lot of delays. Maybe you've waited a long time to make a decision. You've had to sit and think about all your options in life. Maybe perhaps, again, you wanted some kind of contract or some kind of partnership. Again, you've waited and you've waited and waited for something to come through, or for your ships to come in. You needed to have a time out. You needed to have, or you're needing to still maybe perhaps rest and recuperate, pray, meditate to help you, because you feel a little bit left out. You may have lost your job, or you may have, been dumped, or been made to feel like you weren't important in a situation. And it's time for you to move on, time for you to change direction and put this person or this job or the situation behind you, because something new, something worth investing is coming in. Yeah, you might have put a lot of time and energy and effort into a situation, which is why you maybe perhaps feel a little bit upset about the situation. But Spirit is saying, learn the lessons and move on, okay? This is, again, time for you to invest in yourself. You may need to invest in, if you're looking for a new job, you will get a new job, but there's some new skills you have to learn. Yes, you've done a lot of work and effort and things are going to come your way, but there's something you need to move past. You need to move past the feeling of being alone or left out in the cold or financially unstable. You may need to do a few more courses, or maybe you need to go back to school and actually go back and study. Because there's a lot of nightmares and anxiety that you're dealing with. But ultimately, you're going to have a family fulfillment, okay? So, yes, I think once you do get this truth, it's going to be one of those hard, harsh truths that you had to learn, but it's going to push you into learning a lesson. It's going to push you into investing in yourself. It's going to push you out of not being in a situation where you feel like you have to always be second in a job, second in a relationship, in a friendship, whatever it is. Once you've recovered, you will then move past this, learn the lesson, and learn to invest in yourself, whether it's investing yourself by getting yourself a new job, by investing yourself by changing up your clothes, your diet, your whatever it is, but it's about making you a better you. Get over the nightmares and anxiety and depression, and you will have something that will be very fulfilling. Yeah, there's a need for you to, maybe perhaps someone's watching someone, or there's some kind of gossip that's about to come up, very similar to pile number 3. But it's about you standing in your truth, okay? Not allowing people to treat you, not allowing anyone to make you feel like you're out in the cold, okay? Stand your ground, stand your truth, know that you deserve better than how you've been treated. And you're needing to balance your emotions, okay? If you balance your emotions, something more balanced will definitely come in for you, okay? The answer to your question, however, is no. It is a no, okay? I did do this for pile number 3, so I'll do one for you, okay? Why is pile number 4 a no? What do they have to know? Why is pile number 4 a no? And what do they have to know about the situation? Why is this a no? Because there's something more solid coming in. There is a new offer or a new job coming in, perhaps. Because you refuse to see the truth in a situation. Sorry, I'm just going to try and get... Why is pile number 4 a no about this? Why is the situation a no for pile number 4? Because perhaps you're needing to step up more within your life. You're needing to have more of a leadership role. Maybe you're needing to do something a little bit more creative. Maybe you're needing to see yourself, to have the strength to see yourself in a better light, okay? There's something that was very deceptive about the situation. Someone was sneaky. Someone, everything fell apart for you. It was sneaky. It was sabotage. This is either you being sneaky or you sabotaging it. Or maybe perhaps you were dealing with a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or Sag, and that person was deceptive, and so therefore it came crashing down. Something definitely came crashing down because the foundation of what you're wanting was not solid. It wasn't a solid foundation. People were trying to get away with things that they didn't need to get away with, and this could have been a boss. This could have been a lover. This is someone who, you'll find some kind of news that's probably going to come through that will give you the answers. Something's going to come in that will definitely help you. Maybe this person was secretive, or there was some kind of secrets that will be exposed. Whatever it is, it's going to push you into being more financially stable. It's going to push you into investing more in yourself, and it's going to push you into finding something a lot more fulfilling in your life, okay? So whatever it is may be sad or deceptive or hurtful, but it's going to push you to something better. Your ships will come in after you've pushed past the circumstances. Okay, pile number 4, that's what I have for you, and I hope this makes sense. I'll chat to you soon.